Good evening, good evening,
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Heart to Heart with the Taylors.
It's tea time.
It is tea time.
You know what we do?
Come on, so if you would, come on, help us to advance this program. Come on, help us to grow this platform. If you would, do us a favor. Come on, come on, share, let someone know that Heart to Heart with the Taylors are on the air tonight. Come on, let's get ready. Let's get excited. Let's get live. Come on. We live.
Yeah.
We are.
We're gonna share and let people know that we're live. So as we do so, do us a favor and you do too. Go ahead and share for us.
All right, come on, share.
And as you come in, say hello. You know we'd like to see you out. Talk with us. Let us know you're here.
Amen. Good evening to the Ewans. Good evening.
That are coming in. We're just sharing, letting everybody know that we are live.
All right. Good evening for all of you. All right. Hello to the McCoys. Hello, Sister Fisher. Hello, Dinah. Hello. Hey, Yogi, how you doing? Hello to everyone.
Good evening. How y'all doing?
Okay. Hey, Angie. So I'm still, if you would, come on, share, let someone know that Heart to Heart with the Taylors is on the air. Let them know that we're on the air tonight. What we want to do is we want to kind of grow this platform. We want to kind of promote this platform if we could. So help us do it. Do it.
Yes.
As my wife said, we got some good tea tonight. It's tea time.
Yes. If you are new to this page, I am Lady Akia, the relationship coach, and
I am Kenneth Taylor, the life coach. Everybody knows me as Rev or the pastor.
All right.
You hear my wife constantly say on the live or on this page, stop all that preaching. So I'm trying to kind of separate the two, the life coaching job and the pastoring job. So we don't want to filter in the two.
But we welcome you guys. We welcome you. Thank you all for
That's
taking
right.
time
It's tea time.
out and having a little tea with us.
Yeah. You might like this subject tonight. I hope you do. No preaching. That's right, Angie. No preaching tonight. might need the preacher to come, but no preaching tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
It's cute.
let's just shut it down.
You can let it play.
Well,
A little bit.
you see, my wife hit me. Someone called 911. Someone called
They did not see me.
911.
They did not see me.
And she hit me on live. We got evidence. I got witnesses and everything.
No.
All right. Good evening. Good
Good evening again.
So, Lady Akil, what are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about our bond is greater than our storm. Don't give up on what God put together.
Our bond is
greater
than
than our storm.
our storm. Don't give up on what God put together.
I didn't say what you put together. I said what God put together. That's the key.
Okay.
What God put together. Some of us put ourselves together.
Okay. Absolutely. And it's not worth the hell that you might go through because of what you've done yourself. So let's see what kind of avenue we're gonna take tonight to get to this place of holding on.
Right.
Of staying strong, fighting the good fight for your relationship. Okay, come on, Lady Taylor, help us out tonight.
Well, we talked a lot about issues, what to look for in relationships, how to fix things in the relationships, what to prepare yourself for going forward in a relationship. But we didn't touch a whole lot on couples and the bond that they share and how to keep on fighting and not just giving up and throwing in the towel.
Okay.
No matter what it looks like, the bond between the two is always bigger than a storm.
Absolutely. And your God is always bigger than all of that, because remember, don't give up and don't quit on what God put together.
Yes.
Can I just
come on, bring a little bit.
Mark 10:9 says, it says, what God has put together, let no man put asunder, or let no man separate or tear apart. Okay, that's my part.
Which is a very important part.
Absolutely.
And in relationships, that is so necessary. The Bible is so necessary.
It absolutely is. Because let me tell you, your marriage, your relationship will not stand if it does not have a good foundation.
Right.
Okay.
So sometimes, we get lost in the sauce, as they say.
What?
We get lost in the sauce, we don't take time out to think about what it took to become one in the first place.
I love that. I love that.
We do. We get lost in the sauce, we have that distance that sometimes we forget about the bond.
So that should be a continuation of the work.
Right.
Of the energy. If you put that much energy, that much press into trying to make it work, just trying to get you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get you. I should put that much work in trying to keep you, or more.
Right.
Or more. Okay.
Right. So.
Okay.
We get lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. I like that. Lost in the sauce.
And we forget about our bond. And some people might say, what is the bond? What is a bond? Bond is a group of emotions. It can be a group of emotions such as some people refer to it as affection or even trust.
Yeah.
A bond is sometimes when you're attached to a person. You can be attached to a person and you grow a bond between each other. That's the part of the relationship that holds you together when there's nothing else.
A developing partnership.
Right.
We're really a team. We're really we have become that team. We really became that unit.
Right.
I'm not good without you, in my head, because that's That's what makes me say, you know, saying my bond is greater than the storm I'm going through, because I'm not good without you.
Right.
I can't think in my head of a life without you.
Right.
Even though I might be hurting in some type of situation, when I think about it, I'm better with you than I am by myself.
Right.
Because that's where I believe that God put us together.
So there should be a special connection that you two have.
Absolutely.
That you don't have with no one else.
Absolutely.
So when you have that bond, that is your strength that you feed off of as a couple to help you fight a little while longer. That's something that you should have. That's something that has helped a lot of people get through this hard time, this last year, this pandemic. They had a strong bond that helped them stay connected and helped them to be able to fight when they ain't have no more fight in them.
Yeah. Because when you really think about it, we are not a cookie cutter image of a Cliff and a Claire Huxtable.
Right.
I'm not happy all the time. She's not happy all the time. Everything does not always work perfectly. All our I's are not dotted. All our T's are not crossed. Married folk go through stuff.
Yes.
Married folk go through stuff. But when God has put a relationship together, no devil in hell can tear it apart.
That's right. That's that thing that is unbreakable between the two.
That unbreakable bond.
Yes.
Yeah.
And couples have to learn how to fight for that. Fight for that every day. Because those are connections and things that you have between the two that you share with no one else.
I think a lot of times we have misinterpreted what marriage really is because of what we see in other people's lives. And a lot of times what you might see is the image that they want you to see.
Right.
Not the hell that they're going through.
Right.
A lot of times what you see is just the stuff that's on TV. That fairy tale stuff.
Yeah.
That fairy tale stuff. Everything he wants, she got it. Everything she wants, he got it. He can read her mind and all that old type of stuff. They never have bad time. Marriage has ups and downs, good days, bad days, happy days, sad days. They go through sometimes.
Yes.
Now, in marriages, they fight in marriages. But the only fight that I agree with is not the fight between each other, is the fight that they have together.
Yes.
I agree with that fight.
Yes.
I don't approve of any other fighting in marriages. But if if there's gonna be a fight in a marriage, at least you ought to fight together.
Yes.
That's just me.
When you think of the word bond and you think about your partner, you think about connecting.
Yeah.
It's the connection that you all have together. What drew you guys together?
Ooh, I like that.
Those are things you have to think about when you're going through or when you're fighting for your partner. What drew you guys together? What brought y'all together? What attracted you to that person?
Wow. Now you all up in my cup of tea tonight. I like that. What drew you together? You have to say to yourself, my mate is a jewel. And because they are a jewel, I have to remember how priceless I thought that individual was, how priceless. Yes. And so when I do, that puts my mind in what she's worth to me.
Right.
And her value. And I won't devalue her because I remember what it meant.
Right.
What she meant to me. Yes. I remember the butterflies and the googly eyes. And I remember sometimes just looking in her eyes without words and trying to look into her heart because I was just gone in the sauce. I was just gone. I was gone. And I try to stay there.
Yes, and just like myself, I think about the connection that we had and how I wanted to impress him.
Did you?
Yes, I wanted to impress you. I played a little hard, but I still wanted to impress you.
Impress?
Yes, I wanted to impress you and make you see, hey, I got something good. So I would go out my way to look good, to make sure I smell good. I even try to cook for them and stuff. You know, things that you try to do to connect with that person and go out the way for them. You know, you have to think about those things that you did to connect with the person when you first got started.
Which takes us back to the point I made initially. You have to keep that same energy.
Yes.
That same passion. But now that energy will grow, especially if you're trying to keep a good thing. And that passion will grow, especially when you're trying to keep a good thing. Because some of us, we get slowful, lazy, and comfortable with the people that we're with, and we forget that we had to romance them to get them.
Yes.
But you got to romance them to keep them.
Yes. And that's an everyday work. And it's just like everything else, just like your home, just like your job. You have to work on that every day. Even with your kids, you have to work on that every day. It's an everyday job that you have to continue to work on and build the connection between you and your partner.
Absolutely.
You know, when you think about another thing is bond. When I hear the word bond, I think about, you know, trust. You know, you grow a bond with your partner. You start to trust them. When you trust them, that's a bond between y'all that nobody else can break. You trust them. Can't nobody break that bond but you or your partner. That's something that you got. That's nobody else can break that.
And when that trust, it takes you to different arenas and areas and avenues in the relationship. Because when you have trust,
right,
when you have real trust, when you have real confidence in the person you're connected to,
right.
When you have that real confidence, one thing you will not do, watch this, is be disrespectful.
Right.
Because you know that your choices have consequences. And you don't want that person to be hurt by a choice you might make. You don't want to lose the trust. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like I said, sometimes you have great responsibility with this great relationship.
Right.
You know, and you need to make sure that at all times I am responsible for the heart of the person I'm connected to, but also I respect the person whose heart I'm responsible for.
Yes, so that because you have that bond and you trust your partner, it allows you to be vulnerable with them. It allows you to share secrets with them that you wouldn't dare share with someone else. It allows you to shed tears, you know, with them. You know, that's somebody you trust and you have a bond with. So when you need to shed tears, or, you know, some men feel like they can't cry in front of nobody. But their partner, sometimes they let their guards down because of the bond that they share. And they will allow the woman to be the shoulder to cry, to lean on, to cry to. You know, we all cry sometimes.
Some of us do.
Yeah.
Some of us do.
Shoulder, lap.
I don't want them to think I be crying and stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
We shed tears together, y'all.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm serious. I'm kidding. But
the thing is, like I said, it's the fact that that's a bond.
That
we share.
Yeah.
Because he trusts me that I got him, and I trust him that he got me, and I feel secure enough that I can cry and shed those tears or share those secrets with him. And that's because of our bond that we have together.
And all intimacy and affection does not always have to be while laying down.
Right.
All intimacy and affection, look, you got to be consistent in the affection that you show. Because you can't believe in your mind, I got her, so, I don't have to hold her hand no more. I don't have to, caress her anymore. I don't have to whisper sweet nothings in her ear. You know what I'm saying? In intimacy, my affection and my intimacy, I trust her with that. I trust her with my heart. So to the degree, Pastor Taylor has had some crying moments where I have cried in my wife's arms or in my wife's lap because of some of the things that we possibly go through. And we've had storms.
Yes.
We've had storms because people miss it all the time, but we're willing to be transparent. We've had storms where we had to hold one another not only accountable, but we had to hold each other up in our weak moments.
Yes. And because of our bond, we'll allow each other that. We were able to be transparent with each other through the storm.
Yeah.
And allow ourselves to connect and hold each other up and be supportive of one another because of the bond.
Yeah. The bond, or the team, or the union, or the marriage. Because guess what? You know the saying, teamwork makes the dream work. But the team is not a team if you're the only player.
That's right.
So you got to make sure that you remember what causes you guys to win.
Yes.
I'm not a good. We win better together than we do apart.
Yes. And so, your bond, like I said, the title, our bond is greater than the storm. You have to think about the things that you have built together. Some people have built families together. You have kids that you've built, that you created together.
Yeah, we created
which is
life.
a bond that only you two can relate to.
Which is not something you can just throw away just because you're having a bad day. You can't just walk away from a situation just because you're having a bad moment or you had a bad season. Look, you don't stop going outside just because it rains.
Right.
Because you're looking out the window, you're making sure, okay, well, now let me prepare for the weather.
Yes.
What do? I put my wet boots on, I put my raincoat on, I throw my umbrella up, and I go back in there. And you got to learn how to not give up and not quit, especially on a thing that God has put together. Yes. Now, let me say this to you. When you might be going through a storm, when it's meant by God, yes, you can weather whatever the storm is. You can weather it. It can be some high. It can be. Matter of fact, I ain't talking about a thunderstorm. I'm talking about a full-fledged tsunami and hurricane. Yes. You can handle it because guess what? Remember, God ordained this relationship.
Right.
You were meant to be together.
Yes.
You were. I don't care what the naysayers say. I don't care what they preach. And believe me, you got some folk on the sideline and can't wait to see y'all fail. Don't you give a loser your win.
Amen.
They can't wait to see you fail.
Yes, because, when you create, when you have such a bond and you create memories. You create, you help build family. You help build your family off of the bond that you all share together. Yeah. You have to think about how you have grown. You all have grew together. Which is a strong bond. You have went from Adam went from a young girl to now I'm a full woman. I'm a full-blown grown woman now. Yeah. I was a young girl when we first got together.
That's right.
He was a young man.
Absolutely.
He's a whole.
I'm still a young man.
Whole man now.
I am still a young man.
Still a young man.
Billy D. Jr. is my name. No.
But those are things that you grow together and become, have a strong bond when you do those things together. See,
and this is all about, and when you think, they laughing at it. But and another thing, what you have to do is, and Lady Taylor made a great point, and that's trust. And see, when trust is in the atmosphere, or trust, which is a pivotal part of a relationship, you never want to lose that.
Right.
But when you have that trust, what you do is you believe in each other's love.
Yes.
Me and my wife made a point today, and that point was about. I used to say this joke right here. She don't never love me like I love her. But my expression of love was totally different than her expression of love. It didn't mean that she didn't love me. The way she reciprocated was foreign to me. But I should have just
different.
Foreign, different is the same thing. But it wasn't until we had some time together that I understood this is how my wife expressed her love language to me.
Right.
Her love language was different than mine. So the way I catered to her had to be different than the way she catered to me.
Yes.
But it works.
Yes.
I know it has to work because we've been together too long. I just kept it.
Yeah.
Call the police. She'd hit me again.
We made a post this morning about, people love different, and it's
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
It's okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Everybody don't love the same.
Yeah, you can't make people you.
Right.
So you got to accept them for who they are.
Yes.
You can't make people you, and respect people for that.
Right.
Not being you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all were shaped, we all were created differently. God gave us different spirits. He gave us different personalities. He gave us different characters.
Yes.
All right now.
Yes. So you just have to, meet them where they are.
That's right.
Meet them where they are.
That's right. And another thing, in a marriage, honor your mate. Mm-hmm. Honor your mate. Celebrate them.
Yes.
Celebrate them. Let them know periodically that they matter to you. Mm-hmm. Let them know just spontaneously. Just blurt it out, baby, I love you. Show them, and you don't have to do a whole lot of amazing things. It could be simple little trinkets. It could be something that person loves, and hey,
it could be simple as a hug. I like to be embraced from behind. For my husband to come, come up behind me and just give me a hug.
Yeah.
That right there will take a person a long ways. You just have to know what's important to your partner.
Yeah, because I didn't know how important that was. I come home and I have a long day of work and so Faye, you did it. Love is a verb, so that means it takes action to prove love,
right?
Not words. Love is also a noun, but love is a verb. It takes action to prove love. And I would come home after a hard day's work. So, I'm looking for groceries. I hope she done cook dinner, whatever case may be. House is taken care of. And she said something just as simple as, give me a hug. So I'm like, get a hug, whatever. But one day we really had a layout. And she said, this is what I need. You got to teach people how to love you.
Yes.
You got to teach people how to make you happy.
Yes.
You got to talk and communicate. Please don't think you're married to, a psychic or nothing. You have to let people know what you need.
Yes. How
am I going to know?
How are they going to be able to do it?
And how are they going to make you happy? And how are they going to bring joy to you if you never communicated what you needed?
Right.
I can't believe he won't do this. I can't believe she won't do this, but you didn't tell me.
Right.
You can mess up a good relationship because you just did not communicate.
Yes. So your bond should be bigger, greater,
absolutely,
than the storm.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
It should always be greater than the storm. No. A lot of times we go through storms and we really don't sit back or take a step back just to think about, what it is we're going through and what would we be losing if we just gave up.
Yeah. You mean to tell me you put this much work in, you put this much time in to get what you have, to let a moment or a situation, and you just in that moment of situation, you throw it all away because there was a moment. And we all have moments.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you, I try to be the best version of me to Lady Taylor, but I'm human. And I've not always made the best choices. But once I realized that my choices had consequences and that they could really release a lifetime of hurt, that you have to spend a lifetime being delivered from the memory of the hurt that you caused.
Right.
You got to think about the person.
Yes.
Think about your mate. Think about how they matter to you.
And then you have to think about, you end this relationship. Guess what you got to do if you start another one? Start all over and do what it is that you could be doing with your partner, with someone new that you don't even know. But
now you do know you got to take out the trash first, because you can't start nothing new, because you got a whole lot of stuff that you got to get rid of, a whole lot of stuff that you got to be delivered from. And until you free yourself from that thing, it's going to be a whole lot of mess that you take over into this new relationship.
And all you have to do is just work on the one that you
threw away.
In. Work on the one that you already in. Why start all over fresh? Because you're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to have to repeat these same steps with someone else. You're going to have to work on your relationship daily.
Yeah.
If you want it to make
work on it.
To last.
Work.
The same steps that you're going to have to take or that you could take with your partner, you're going to have to take the same steps with someone new. Why not start home first? And give your relationship a chance.
And this is what you'll find out. I wouldn't dare want to involve somebody in what I'm dealing with. But what you'll find out is the one that God gave you, the one that God purposed for you, can deal with a whole lot more of your mess and junk than Lil John and New Susie.
Okay.
I'm telling you now.
I know that's right. Having to start over and
thank you, Sister Sister McCoy. Perfect example, prime example. Because what happens is you got to renew all of that information. You got to renew your database. Because guess what? You can't treat that joker the way you just got to treat Lil Tom. Now you got Lil Todd. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
When you throw their relationship away, guess what? You're gonna go through the same thing with the next person because you didn't even try to find out or fix what the problem was in the previous relationship.
And Sister Faith just said something that's so true. She said sometimes it's not the other person that has the problem. Sometimes the problem is you.
Yeah.
And even in that, if you are what hurts the relationship, then fix you.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with recalibrating and reassessing yourself, reevaluating yourself, and say, I need to make better choices.
Yes.
I need to become a better version of myself in order for my mate to be happy with who I am.
Yes. Yes. And yes.
And yes. You know what? You know how you get so caught up in feeling like you're so right that you really can't even look at yourself in the mirror? You ever had those moments where everybody else is wrong, but you're so right that you can't even see yourself in the mirror until you get into a rut and you say to yourself, man, I need to work on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God had to take me to a place like that before. And this is what God said to me. While I'm telling him, hey, you need to work on that girl. You gave her to me. God said, well, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to turn around. I was standing in my barbershop. Turn around. He said, look in the mirror. He said, so you need me to work on my daughter, but I need you to work on my son. Because I put you guys together. And while I'm working on my daughter, I need you to allow me to also work on my son.
Yes.
So that's how he continues to make us better people because we allow him to work on us.
Right. So when you feel, overwhelmed, you feel tired, you feel like, hey, I'm tired of this. Think about those bonds that you all have created together.
Should I communicate that with my mate if I'm having those moments?
Yes, most definitely.
Because they need to know that, right?
Right. Well, if you take time yourself to think about the bond that you all have together. Think about the things that you have created together, the things you have been through together. This should make you want to take time to sit down and communicate with your partner. And then
let's fix this.
Reflect on that together.
Yeah.
And realize that, hey, our bond is much greater than our storm.
Yeah.
And want to fix that.
And whatever we do, please don't let the storm take us out.
Right.
Don't let the storm take us out. Don't give. Watch this. Now y'all don't like me doing all this preaching, but don't give the storm power. Why? Because God is with you in the storm.
Yes, he is.
Sometimes you just have to call him. When y'all can't fix it, and y'all ain't got enough fight to win in the storm, just call on Jesus.
Yes.
You do know he the storm stopper, don't you?
Yes.
And he'll speak to whatever you're going through. And he'll say, you know what he's going to say? Peace be still. Now I'm through.
You said a mouthful right there.
Okay.
Yes, so your bond is so much bigger.
So
much greater.
So much.
Than your storm.
Yes.
I know some people may say, well, what if he did this? Or, well, what if she did that? Again, your bond should be so much greater than your storms.
I think a lot of times, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I think we practice a weak love. Weak.
And
What do I mean when I say weak? Because as long as things are good, I love you. You understand what I'm saying? But as soon as there's a hard hit, when it comes down to the relationship, it's like my love disappears, it disintegrates, it dissipates, it disappears, it goes away. And so I think we practice a weak love, because as long as things are good, as long as the sun is bright and the sun is shining, and at nighttime the stars are bright and all that type of stuff, my love is real. But when we take a hit, when the winds begin to blow and the earth begins to shake,
right.
Can I love you through it then?
Yes.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of us just don't want to fight. They don't want to fight for the relationship. They want, people have this, I don't know, they have this thing thinking that a marriage is supposed to just be all peaches and cream.
Yeah, I come, as soon as I say I do, everything gonna be good.
Right.
Soon as I say I do, soon as I do all this in front of the preacher, kiss my wife and all that type of stuff, I ain't got to worry no more, because it's white. It's a big old brick house with picket fences, and we're gonna take trips all over the world, and we ain't gonna have no problems. La-di-dee and la-di-da. That's a lie.
Your marriage is what you make of it.
And
and it can be as beautiful as you paint it, but it also can be ugly as you paint it. So you're gonna have, it's like a roller coaster ride sometimes. You up, you down, you up, you down.
So what you said is, I get out of it what I put in.
What you put in it.
So
the key to it though is to stay on the ride.
Yeah. But to get some good out of it,
you got to put
some good in it. And if I put a lot of devilment in it, a lot of mess in it, then guess what I'm gonna get back? I can't expect to get this great thing out of a thing that I didn't put nothing great in it. Right. And you're right, Pastor. You're right, Pastor Ewan. Marriage is work.
Yes, it is.
And that marriage job, is every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Even when you're on vacation, it still takes work in order for you to have an amazing marriage.
But just like that job that you love, that sometimes you get tired of. But you have to regroup and get back at it. Even the job that you love so much, sometimes you have to just take a breather from it. Not quit it, not leave it, but you just have to take you some me time. They call that vacation. And sometimes in your marriage and your relationship, you have to take some me time. I ain't telling nobody that they have to leave their home. I ain't say leave. I said take some me time. That means take some time for yourself to maybe, relax a little bit. Think about what you need, what has changed in your relationship, and then try to fix it. Try to get back on track, because sometimes we get thrown off track.
Yeah.
So that's how marriage works. And I don't care how much you know a person. I don't care how much you love a person. We're not perfect. And we change. Men and women, we change. But especially women, we change.
Yeah. I didn't know women change as much.
We do.
Till I married one.
Sometimes, it'll be times where she may be a homebody. It'll be times where she may be a goer. It'll be times where she may be the sweetest thing ever. There are going to be times where, she may be the grumpiest thing ever. But that bond, that's what's going to help you get through it.
Lord have mercy.
Did you start sweating?
Thank God for that bond. That bond that will help you and see you through.
Yes.
Nobody but Jesus.
Even when you don't like that person I know it's been times where he probably said, you know what, I don't like her today. But
Never would say that.
Our bond helps him to be able to deal with little old me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I could be grumpy sometimes. You know us as women,
Yes.
we have those times where we're grumpy.
You can put it on whatever you want to put it on.
You know, you have those times where you're a little grumpy. You're a little extra.
So how do I handle that? How do I handle that?
You handle it so well.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't ask for much either. All I ask is just give me some space. Let me just be during those grumpy times. He still love on me.
I do.
He do.
I do.
I don't do a whole lot of talking during those times.
She does not. She does not. But love once again is an action.
Yes.
It's a verb. It's a verb, and so it takes action. I don't care how grumpy she gets, and I don't care how hard her day is, and I don't care how much she goes through, and how much sometimes it takes me through. I still need to let her know how much I love her and how much she's loved.
Yes.
I need her to know that.
And even us women, I'm not giving us a pass or an excuse. When we go through those grumpy times or having those moments, you know, learn how to communicate that. I tell my husband sometimes, I feel it. You know, I be like, you know, hey, I'm not in a good mood. I feel real mean today.
She said, I feel mean today.
I feel mean
that's
today.
That's my key. That's code for watch out, Joker. Watch out today.
I'm letting him know that, hey,
Get ready.
I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm really not, you know, doing this intentionally, but I feel her coming on, you know. So you might want to give me be patient with me.
Oh God,
is what I'm asking you to do. Be patient with me.
Yeah, what she say?
I'm feeling real grumpy today.
And she's real grumpy today. She's real grumpy today.
So, you know, it's those little things like that, those bonds where you can communicate with each other, and let your partner know how you feeling.
See, and that's powerful. That's good because a lot of times we won't get in those ugly places if we just communicate the rough places we're in.
Right.
I'd rather have a rough moment to be in an ugly situation.
Yeah. Linda said that's that twin.
That's that. Yeah.
What you trying to say? That Gemini twin? that's human nature.
No, not
Mother
that.
Nature. That's what that is.
All of it ain't the mother. All of it ain't the mother. I get it sometimes when ain't no mother around.
That means she's
no brother or no other. I get sometimes when whatever. Mother,
that means she's
mother, she sure is. We gonna get her some bags and move her out of here too.
But again, don't forget the bond that you all hold together.
Never forget it. It matters. It's important. Know that you can't make it without the other. God meant for you guys to be together. And so remember that Mark 10:9 says, no, whatever God has put together.
Yes, what God has put together.
What God has put together. Let no man put asunder, separate, or tear it apart.
Yes.
No one.
Nobody.
Not even your family.
Not even you.
Not even you.
You got to know that your partner is worth fighting for.
Yeah.
Because you guys didn't go through what you've been through or been together as long as you've been together for nothing.
That's right.
It's something that kept you guys together. It's a bond that you guys hold that kept you guys together as long as you have been. Remember that. That is the key. Remember the bond that you guys created. So that's going to be all for tonight. You know what tonight is, you guys? It's date night.
And see that through all that crazy, she's still on a date night.
Date night.
It's date night, y'all. You know I gotta take my girl somewhere and spend some quality time with my girl.
Yes. Make sure y'all get some quality time with your partner.
Absolutely.
At least one day out the week.
Absolutely.
Even if it's not the whole day, a couple of hours or something. Just do something. Spend some quality time.
Because the good days will always outweigh the bad days.
Spend time
Remember
with your
that.
partner. And if you're single, if you don't have a partner, spend some quality time with yourself. Make sure that you're loving on yourself.
That's right. Because when God sends you the right one, guess what? Because you loved on yourself enough, you're prepared for somebody to love on you.
Yes, and you know what it takes to make you happy. Because you have shown that to yourself.
That's right.
So make sure you, the singles, take time to love on yourself.
That's right.
And partners, spouses, significant others, take time to love on each other. You all have a blessed and wonderful night, because we're going to have a wonderful evening.
So remember this, life nugget. Always keep it real.
Yes.
Aren't you tired of the counterfeit? Always keep it real. I guarantee you, you would appreciate a lot more if you just keep it real.
Yes.
Aren't you tired of the counterfeit? Remember, the counterfeit doesn't have any value. So always keep it real. God bless you. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see you next week. With Heart to Heart.
With the Taylors.
With the Taylors. I'm ready to sip some more tea.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
And happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Y'all enjoy it. Have fun. Don't overdo it.